They say the Maldives is the ultimate place to do absolutely nothing. And don't get us wrong, doing nothing in the Maldives is an art form. But after spending 5 days at Meridien Maldives, we realized that if you spend your whole trip just sitting on your deck, you're missing the best parts of these islands. From secret snorkeling spots right under our villa, to local island hops, and dinners that feel magical under the stars, our itinerary was packed. Today we're showing you everything we actually did at Meridien Maldives to help you plan your own escape. We're breaking it down into the best water adventures, the food you can't skip, and the vibes that made this trip unforgettable. Let's dive in. First up, snorkeling. If you're staying in an overwater villa, the temptation to never leave your deck is pretty high. At Meridien, you can literally roll out of bed and be snorkeling in seconds. Around the villas, the water is fairly shallow, making it perfect if you just want a quick dip without too much prep, and you can experience some incredible snorkeling right outside your villa. It looks like it's going to be a pretty overcast day today. It's actually, it just rained in my eye right now. We've been getting ready to go to the house reef. The beach to access that is on the other side of the island. And as we were getting ready, we saw a manta ray right outside our deck. And it was so cool. I hopped in to get a closer look. I kept my distance. And then I turned back. And then as I was heading back to the room, it came and I was, oh my gosh, it's coming at me. It was very scary. We are gonna go head to the house reef now. It's supposed to be really awesome, although, I mean, it's overcast, so it won't look as vibrant as it would in bright sunlight.
Let's hope it clears up in a little bit.
Yeah, so we're gonna see you there. While the snorkeling near our villa was great and incredibly convenient, it's not the full story. You have to make the trip out to the house reef at least once during your stay. We are back. We might look a little ridiculous, but we are back at the main beach and we're gonna try our luck for going back to the house reef. Let's go. The house reef is about a 10 to 15 minute swim to get out to, but it's absolutely worth the effort.
So swimming out to the house reef from the beach was about probably a 10 or 15 minute swim.
We were just snorkeling along, minding our own business. We saw some coral,
Yeah.
and then all of a sudden I look up and we're surrounded by a school of fish.
Yeah.
And then I just sort of followed them a little bit.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden the coral got insane. And then there was a steep cliff drop off. And it was so cool.
Yeah, just kind of a big open space with a lot of coral, a lot of fish.
Tons of fish, like a huge variety of
Yeah.
fish. It was insane. They were so pretty. I'm just a little disappointed that the water was so cloudy.
Yeah, it was a little cloudy, at least in the beginning part.
It really got churned up from yesterday's storm.
Yeah.
If you come to the Maldives and there's a storm, even like a wind storm and not an actual just rainstorm, just wind, strong waves really churn up the water.
Yeah.
So you may not have great visibility the next day. Like swimming out to the house reef takes a little bit of a while, but it is so worth it. It is absolutely stunning.
Yeah.
But we got pretty tired, so we had to go back. And we are now back at our villa. I jumped in the water and did another snorkel, and I saw a sea turtle. I think Jeremy's a little bit jealous.
A little bit, yeah.
I also saw an octopus, so there's a lot just out on this side of the island too. And the water is calmer over here. The villas kind of block a lot of the waves from coming into this lagoon area, so a lot of the water over here is very pristine, very nice. Now, we have to give you a quick reality check. We traveled to the Maldives in January, which is peak dry season, but we still got hit with some pretty intense weather. We had a full day where it didn't stop raining, and the winds were so high the water became too choppy to get into. Even after the storm passed, the ocean was pretty churned up, which meant that snorkeling visibility was pretty low for a couple days. Well, I don't remember where we left you, but I think we said that we were going to the main beach to snorkel the house reef. And that didn't happen.
We walked to the beach and it was raining pretty heavily.
Yeah, it was a pretty big downpour. The winds were pretty strong. The waves were pretty choppy. No one was outside.
Right.
So we made our way back to our villa, and we've actually been chilling here for a couple of hours waiting for this rain to pass, and it has not passed. It is so disappointing to have to spend one of our days here in the Maldives that we spent a lot of time traveling to and a lot of money to be here, and we're just stuck inside. Sometimes there's just not much you can do, you know?
Yeah. And most of the other activities you can do that are inside are paid activities, and some of them are quite expensive. So we're kind of just trying to
save a little money.
Yeah,
because we've spent quite a bit of money. So yeah, we will check in if the weather changes. Otherwise, we will see you this afternoon.
Yeah.
Well, we've been cooped up in our villa for a little too long, and now we are heading on a local island tour.
Yeah, I gotta try to save the day from doing absolutely nothing.
Plus, we're really excited to go see how the locals live and maybe support a little bit of their economy, not just give all our money to the resort.
Well, we were a little uncertain as we were walking to the tour because the wind was very strong and there was a little bit of rain.
Our villa is kind of blocked from the wind.
Yeah.
It's on the lagoon side, not the ocean side, so we've got a bit of a sheltered experience here.
Yeah, things don't look half as bad out our window as they do when you get outside of our room.
Yeah, so as soon as we exited our villa, we knew something might be up.
Yeah, so we got to the dive center and they basically said that we could go, but the ride to the island would be very choppy and we'd probably get wet.
The words they said were completely soaked.
I'm guessing probably like a speedboat kind of tour and not like the catamaran, so
yeah.
Probably a little bit like just constant big waves hitting you in the face.
Yeah, we've had that in Norway.
Right, so this would be more pleasant than that, but
yeah, true.
You don't necessarily want to get soaked either.
I feel very defeated, you know? It feels like a wash.
Yeah, this day's been a real bust.
It's just sad.
Yeah.
It feels like such a letdown to come all this way during peak season, expect the best weather, and this is what we get.
Yeah.
If this happens to you, don't panic. This is where having a good resort with a great gym, a spa, or even a cozy villa really pays off. As climate change makes seasons more and more unpredictable, you can never guarantee perfect weather, even in high season. So the best thing you can do is just embrace a slower pace of life. We could snorkel all day, but sometimes we just want to feel the wind in our hair. The best way to do that is on the Sunset Dolphin Cruise. There's just something magical about being out on the water at golden hour, surrounded by hundreds of dolphins. Now, dolphins are wild animals, so seeing them isn't guaranteed, but the captains here are experts at finding the local pods. Within about 20 minutes, we were surrounded by dozens of spinner dolphins. And they really lived up to their name. They love the wake of the boat, and once they start spinning, the energy on board is electric. It's a bit of a splurge excursion, but memories like this are worth every cent. So we just got back from our sunset dolphin cruise, and it was incredible.
And they said that the animals and weather are unpredictable, so there's no guarantee that you're going to see anything.
We probably saw around 100.
Yeah, or more.
Yeah, or more. Seriously, we saw so many.
And they were spinner dolphins, so they were jumping out of the water and stuff.
They were literally like spinning. Some would do like 4 spins in a row.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Very fun experience.
Absolutely. We would highly recommend. That's probably the #1 paid activity you can do here on the island.
Yeah.
And it is so worth it.
We're going to a local island to tour that and see what it's like.
Yeah, it should be really fun. While the resort is a literal paradise, we really wanted to see what life looks like for people who actually call the Maldives home. So we took a short boat ride over to a neighboring local island, and it was like stepping into a completely different world. Our guide works for Meridien, but he's a local that grew up on this island and loves to share a piece of his world with travelers. The first thing you notice is the pace. It's incredibly peaceful. We spent the afternoon wandering through the sandy streets, visiting a local school, admiring vibrant houses, and learning about the local industries. It's a beautiful reminder that the Maldives is so much more than overwater villas. Getting to chat with the locals, see a slice of their daily life, and supporting the local economy was easily one of the most grounding and rewarding parts of the entire trip. If your resort offers a tour like this, don't skip it. Well, we just got back from our local island tour. That was so much fun.
Yeah, it was very interesting to learn a lot about their local culture.
Yeah, we basically had a private tour.
And while we were there, we bought a few gifts from some of the local shops.
It's always great to support the local community with your tourism dollars. Don't just stay in the big resort. Go explore local.
And they did take US dollars.
Yes, that was a nice perk.
But it was cash only, so.
Our guide was super informative. He answered all of our questions that we had about the island. Our guide was so nice. He actually grew up on the local island, so we got an insider's perspective. Now he works for the resort. It's really cool. So if you're coming to the Maldives, we highly recommend visiting a local island. And if you do happen to come to Le Méridien, the local island tour that they offer is fantastic. Now let's talk about the food, because in the Maldives, your resort is your only option, so it better have good food. While the resort has some incredible restaurants, there were a few days, especially when the weather turned bad, where we just didn't want to leave the sanctuary of our villa. So we tried out the in-room dining, and honestly, it was pretty great. We did a mix of lazy breakfast spreads and midday lunches out on our deck. There is something so indulgent about eating a delicious meal overlooking views of the ocean from your villa. The service was surprisingly fast, and the quality was just as high as the sit-down restaurants. Whether you're hiding from the rain or just want a private morning in paradise, don't sleep on the room service here. But when the sun is shining, you definitely want to make your way to the rest of the resort's restaurants. Starting the day with the breakfast buffet at Turquoise is always a good option. So we've come to Turquoise for breakfast. It's the only restaurant that's open for breakfast, and they have a huge breakfast buffet. Truly, it is massive. They have everything. They have a fruit station. They have a kids station. They have an English breakfast station. They have a pastry station. They have a crepe station. They have a charcuterie area, an Indian station, a Chinese station, a make-your-own soup station. They have local Asian favorites. They have absolutely everything you could possibly want for breakfast. And to get our money's worth, we got as much as we possibly could. It looks fantastic. Let's dig in. I also got a freshly made Nutella crepe. Oh my gosh, do you see that? Look at that. This looks so good. That is really good. For a more laid-back vibe, the beach barbecue dinner was excellent. There is nothing quite like eating fresh seafood with your toes in the sand and the sound of the waves a few feet away. We got quite the selection. We've got some brisket, Jeremy's got some chili chicken wings, and of course, fresh from the grill, we've got some lamb chops, some grilled lobster, and some tiger prawns. It's gonna be pretty good. Oh, I remember the other thing that we got.
Did we get squid?
We got calamari.
Oh, calamari.
Yeah. Okay, so I've never seen calamari cut in this way.
It's like a little square.
It's a little square.
Karin's making me do something under duress. She's making me try to suck out the innards of the prawn head. Bad texture.
Does it taste like this?
Don't like.
Dinners at Riviera, Velaa, and Tabemasu were absolutely delicious. Each restaurant specializes in different cuisines, so there's something for everyone and quite a nice variety to choose from. At Riviera, we enjoyed some delicious Mediterranean classics like paella. So I've got the braised veal cheeks, and they're in a bed of mashed potatoes with a ton of sauce. It looks really good. Let's give it a try. Oh, it's just like hitting all the right notes in my mouth. Seriously, everything we've had here has been amazing. This is fantastic. I bet Jeremy's paella is going to be equally as good.
Well, I got the tiger prawn paella, which looks and smells very good. Let's give it a try. Perfectly cooked rice, perfectly cooked prawn. It's got a nice saffron flavor. This is very good, very much recommend. And the paella does easily serve 2 people, but it does also take a little extra time, about 30 to 40 minutes.
At Velaa, we tried their meze dip sampler and some local specialties like tuna steak. I'm not sure how much you're going to be able to hear, but our meze board has arrived and it looks very good.
Well, I got the tuna steak, and one question I was not expecting was, how do you want it done? And I didn't know the answer to that question. And I got the tuna because it's a local specialty.
And Tabemasu was a standout favorite. We enjoyed their unlimited sushi dinner and went back to take a sushi making class on a different day. We've come to Tabemasu for dinner. It's a Japanese restaurant, and we maybe splurged a little. We got the unlimited sushi dinner, and it starts with an amuse-bouche. We have a vegetable fritter, and we have miso soup. Let's try the vegetables. Oh my gosh. It's savory. Well, it has a raspberry sauce in there. So it's got like a sweet savory. That is so good.
So we got a variety of some sushi, and I'm gonna start with some unagi, which is eel. Oh my god. Wow, super fresh tasting, not fishy at all. This is definitely some very good sushi.
The last course of our meal is a matcha lava cake with strawberry sorbet, and this smells incredible. Like, I don't know, like a freshly baked waffle or something. Oh, it's lava. Oh my gosh. Let me preface this by saying I'm not the biggest fan of matcha, but it's not overwhelming and there's no bitterness to it. This is the perfect combo and a great way to end our meal. Well, we just finished up our sushi class at Tabemasu. We did not really have time to film anything while in there because we just got right into it, and then we put mayonnaise on our hands. So we made 2 rolls. The first one was nori on the outside with avocado, cucumber, and pickled vegetables, and the second one was nori on the inside, rice on the outside, and that one had avocado and tempura shrimp, and they were both fantastic.
Yeah.
We made 2 sushi rolls, and we learned how to do it, and we had like an activity as part of it, and we came away with a recipe. It was basically the same price as paying for the 2 rolls.
Yeah.
If you were to come to dinner.
Right.
So I'd say this is like a fantastic value as far as experiences go at this resort. As the day winds down, there are still a couple fun activities around the resort, starting with a really cool perk for Marriott Bonvoy members that you shouldn't miss. They host a members-only happy hour once a week right as the sun starts to set. It's a great way to meet other travelers, grab some light bites, and enjoy some complimentary drinks. Food and drinks at the resort are pretty expensive, so people were definitely filling up. The members-only happy hour was a great way to break up our day, and they even put on a small show in honor of Chinese New Year. Another fun activity after dark is the outdoor movie night. There's a giant screen set up near the Welcome Center, and on specific nights they'll screen movies here. They set up beanbags and popcorn under the stars, and it's such a cool experience and family-friendly. So after 5 days of exploring everything Le Meridien Maldives has to offer, is it worth it? The Maldives is famous for being a place where time stands still, but as you've seen, it can be as adventurous or as relaxed as you want it to be. Even with a few rainy days and some choppy water, this trip was easily one of the most unique experiences we've ever had. Whether you spend your days snorkeling along the house reef or just diving into a good book in your villa, the Maldives has a way of making every moment feel special. If you're looking for a resort that balances luxury with actual things to do, this is a top contender. We know what you're really thinking. This all looks great, but what does it actually cost? In our next video, we're breaking down all the costs, from the seaplane to the sushi, to see if the Maldives is actually doable on your budget. Hit that subscribe button so you don't miss out, and we'll see you in the next one. Well, breakfast was... Well, we do have one more thing we can... It's the song. Don't...
I've never heard that song.
I'm on a boat and it's going fast. All right. And now we have dinner at...
Turquoise. Not Tabemasu.
Not Tabemasu. It's the only word I think of. Well, we made our way to the beach barbecue at Tabemasu. It happens...
Tabemasu.
Oh, damn it.